Hey, welcome to episode 90 of Not Enough Thumbs. Today's movie is Signs from 2002. And our sponsor for this episode is Empowered Birthing Services. Sorry.
So, we just got done talking about a couple of M. Night Shyamalan movies.
Yeah.
It's got a long name.
He does. I always butcher his last name when I try to say it.
But this is one of his earlier ones. It's got Mel Gibson, Joaquin Phoenix, and a couple of kids. They live on a farm. You learn that they stay pretty secluded after a tragedy that happens, within their family. So it is just the father, his brother, and two kids. And I don't know if you guys remember seeing on the news these crop circles that people would leave on their crops. You got the corn stalks laying down, forming pretty pristine patterns, and it was kind of a mystery to everybody. But this time, the mystery is revealed to be aliens.
Aliens, like the actual alien-y looking aliens.
With the big eyes and the head and
they breathe
bodies.
Poison.
Yeah.
So that was an interesting spin. They breathe poison. I've never heard that before from the alien rhetoric, but
I liked the lead up to all of this. M. Night's got his classic lead you all the way up, and then the twist is at the end. This one is pretty cool throughout. I think one of my favorite parts is when they hear some ruckus outside, and then the two brothers go outside and pretend to act crazy in an attempt to scare off
because
some
they
kids.
thought it was the neighbor kids that were causing trouble. And they find out that it's a little bit more than that. It wasn't the neighbor kids, it was actual extraterrestrials.
Mel Gibson, being a former reverend, didn't want to say any curse words, and he was just awkwardly shouting outside, and he sounded unconvincingly scary.
Yeah. So it's definitely an entertaining movie. It continues to build throughout until you figure out what is going on and what happens. So.
And there is some resolution at the end of this one?
Yeah. Yeah. So I would definitely recommend watching this one. It's a good M. Night one. It has, good mystery, good battle scenes, I guess, a little bit with the aliens, because they start fighting back against them.
Yeah, and they board up their house, and they actually put themselves...
Chop off the fingers of the aliens.
Yes. And, M. Night has a pretty significant cameo in this one compared to his other films.
Yes.
He's one of the side characters.
Mm-hmm.
And, but at one point, they blocked themselves in the basement, and it's pitch black in there. They had no lights for a moment. So there's some pretty intense scenes in there.
There is, yeah.
He always does a pretty good job of building up the horror.
Yeah, for sure. So it's definitely a good watch. We've seen it a few times, but it seems like I don't know. I enjoy it just as much every time I think that I watch it.
And this one especially was kind of a nice refresh because it had been many years
probably
since
10 years or so.
The last time we had seen this one. Mm-hmm. I'd probably rate this one a 8.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would give it a 7.5 to an 8 out of 10.
There you go. Thanks for joining us this week, and tune in for our next episode, our lives and our Friday faves. If you have any ideas for any of those, feel free to leave it in the comments.
Yep, give us your suggestions. Thank you. See ya.